Hi there, I'm Alex, and I've gotten so many questions on my previous video that I did about this case right here that I've decided to finally make another one updating you all on what is going on with it. It is a great case. I've had it for several years. It's served all my purposes. It's got 6 hard drives, a fan controller, everything you could want. It's got a radiator in it, which is not officially supported, and the cable management is terrible. The case is a Thermaltake Commander MS-1. It was about $37 when I bought it, and it was on sale then. Since then, a lot of great value cases have come out that are also mid-tower, so you should consider those before buying this one, although this one does have quite a lot of excellent features for the price. The power supply in this system is an OCZ modXtreme 600 watt power supply, and it has been awesome. Modular cables makes it easy to cable manage, especially because of the lack of cable management space in this case. Although I did have a friend recently buy a 500 watt version of this power supply that died after just a couple of months. The motherboard is a Gigabyte Z68 UD3H-B3, and it's excellent. I recently updated to the latest BIOS and was able to trade out my 2500K for a 3770, which is an Ivy Bridge CPU, upgrading from a Sandy Bridge. So now I have hyper-threading, and it's awesome. It's like having 8 cores, but you don't have to have 8 cores. And it was a great deal at the time, although it is kind of out of date now. So for hard drives, I've finally gotten an SSD again after my 60 gig OCZ Agility 3 died a couple of years ago. So now I finally have a crucial M500 256 gig SSD. It's not the fastest on the market, but it was a great deal. Although my games, because I have almost 200 gigs of them, are running on the Caviar Black now, which is a really fast hard drive, but really not suitable for a boot drive. I also have a Caviar Red, which is 2 terabytes, that holds all my footage archives, and I recently got a Caviar Blue, which is 1 terabyte, and I also have a Hitachi drive that's got all my archives on it, that's 2 terabytes also. So this case can really handle a lot of hard drives, and they're running great. I have a 140mm intake fan cooling all of those hard drives, and they do get warm. Now it's a little bit crazy, but I have a total of 6 fans in this case, so I'm totally maxing it out on cooling. Although you really don't get any performance benefit after 4, but I had them laying around, so I thought I'll just throw them in there. And they really don't add any noise because I have about 70 decibels of AC unit in the wall that really cancels out all other sound. And I also have noise canceling headphones and these big speakers, so noise is not really an issue for me. I don't go for Noctua fans. I just load them up. Look, I even have fan controller. You can turn them up and down. And the fan controller is really a nice feature because I'm not about to put low noise adapters on every fan, have them run it low all the time. I'll just crank them up and down when I need it. Although some people don't go for that. So for a CPU cooler, I finally ditched my Hyper 212 Evo, sold it to a friend, and bought a Corsair H100 off of Amazon. It was refurbished, and it was in excellent condition when I got it. Just a couple fins were kind of bent over a little bit, but I put them back straight, and it's been excellent. And technically, it is not compatible with this case. So if you're thinking of putting it in, be prepared to do some finagling. I suppose it would fit excellently if you mounted the fans on the outside of the case. Although if you did mount the fans on the outside, the cooler would fit much better and not run into the RAM slots. My mouse is the same old Corsair M60. It's doing great. The thumb button is broken for the sniper button. I didn't really use it anyway. It was just a thumb rest, but now it's broken, so whatever. Keyboard is still the same old Razer Black Widow 2012 edition. No lights, no bells and whistles. It's just a mechanical keyboard with macros, and it's doing great. Although it is glossy and I'm OCD, so a lot of dust gets on it. So you know I keep a microfiber cloth near at all times. So I really have no complaints about this case. It's been a champ. It was cheap when I got it. It's cheap still. It looks great though. Color matching on the front plastic versus the rest of the case is not that great, but I can overlook that because it looks like a stormtrooper. I mean, very few other cases have the same aesthetic appeal as this one does, if you like that kind of thing. All the nice sharp angles and the amazing window. So let me know if you have any questions about this video or about this case or about anything. I don't do math though. No questions about that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.